We talked at halftime about nothing in the world being less important than the score at the half. I thought we came out ready in that second half, got a little stagnant on the offensive end, and then, credit to Richard. She really just went to another level. And, these are two really great basketball teams. I'm so proud of our entire roster and how far we came as a team this year. And I'm really excited that because of our work in the regular season, this won't be the last time these two wear this jersey.
Questions for our student
I guess just how difficult was Alex Richard? Why was she so effective there in the fourth quarter?
She's been effective all year. I think all around teams have had a hard time finding an answer for her. But it's a championship game. Coming with that championship level, she was just tough to stop.
Yeah, she's a good player. Her mobility as a 5 is definitely hard to match, and she just took over.
On the other side of the coin, what was it kind of about their defense, I guess, that really slowed down the offense, especially in the fourth, for whoever wants to start?
The ability for them to get in the gaps on our 5s, making it hard to see that pass out when we did get it into our 5s, I think was the biggest thing.
Just for both of you, I know the season's not over, but how special was this year? A lot of people thought this might be the year the Rockets kind of returned to earth. They could finish 5th in the league. You guys finished 2nd right there in the championship. How special was this year where maybe things weren't expected like the past few years?
I think it was very special. We expected to be here. Nobody else did, but every single one of us in that locker room expected to be in this position. But just happy to be wearing the jersey.
To piggyback off that, you guys have both been coaches for this program for a ton of years now. Obviously, Sammy and Kira. Just when you guys are able to reflect back on this journey, obviously the season's not over yet, but just what sticks out about what you guys have been able to do here at Toledo?
Just doing it together for one. Just playing off of each other, I think, and we weren't always the biggest stars in the program, but just being able to provide for our team in any way we can.
Obviously, you guys have been here a long time. What makes this year just different than the others?
It's your final year. Obviously, we had a big shakeup with our team. We lost our 2 player of the years. We lost our coach. But just to be able to come out and know what we're all capable of and then stick together and do it together.
You guys held Ball State just 7 points in that second quarter. Didn't let them make a 3-pointer in the first half. What gave you guys the success in the first half of the game? What changed in that final 20 minutes?
I think our focus was a little bit different that second half. The first half, we were limiting their 3s, getting out there. I think our communication was a lot better in the first half, where it kind of dropped off in the second half.
So it was 40-40. They missed the layup. They went down, hit a 3, and that's kind of where the game separated. Just how big was that kind of 5-point swing there?
Yeah, that was certainly the emotional swing, right? Their crowd erupted on that one. But I think it started with their offensive rebounding. We scored 16 points in the third and 18 in the fourth. It felt to me like our offense was a little stagnant, but then you look at the stats and it wasn't. We were producing buckets. They were just getting to the free throw line a little bit more. And again, Richard was she was on one out there. So, credit them. It's going to be a game of runs. I thought we did slow down with our pace a little bit, and that was one of our game plans, was to keep running. Got into a little bit of foul trouble with Jess Cook. I thought we had the advantage inside. And then, some of the shots that we've hit all year, like that one from Faith at the rim, that's a shot we want her taking every time. Destiny Robinson had an easy look at the rim. But, that championship entered the pace of the game. We had freshmen and sophomores on the court for a lot of minutes tonight with Kendall and Destiny and Eva and Faith and Cadence. And they held it down for us. I'm really proud of them.
Did you think, Sammy ended up with 9 shots. For a while, she only had 5. Did you think she was a little timid or more timid than you would have liked tonight?
I don't think that was the difference in the outcome. But I have encouraged Sammy to shoot more all year. I just think she's a 3-level scorer. I think she's a really hard matchup. I think she's unguardable when she wants to be. And so I don't think that was a difference in the outcome. Again, we shot 43% from the field. We didn't get to the line like we normally do. I think that mattered. And again, credit them for not fouling at the rim. But with 3 in double figures, and the turnovers hurt us, especially in that first half. Missed a little bit from the punch that we normally get from Nan. But again, we're not here without Nan. we're not playing today without Nan. And so we needed to out-team the other team, and ultimately, Ball State was the deciding factor in that fourth quarter.
So going back to those turnovers, you guys had 19 today. Obviously, they came at very crucial times. How much did that affect your guys' momentum and your game plan heading into? Yeah,
well, like I said, I think the big punch came from the offensive rebounds. Now I'll have to go back and watch it, and we'll reassess. But those second chance points, and if they got 16 off turnovers and 11 off second chance points, well, shoot, there's 27. I mean, that's easy math. We made it a little bit harder than we needed to in those moments, and I maybe should have given Sammy a little bit more of a blow. Eva had great minutes when she was in. Maybe rotated Hannah in a little bit more. But those guys have, they've been carrying us all year.
Jeannie, no matter what happens in future years, how special will the place in your heart be for your first team? I mean, just they believed in you, you believed in them, big shakeup, and then you guys have this kind of season. Just how will you always remember your first team here?
I told them when I took the job that their legacy is already cemented with the 3 championships, but if they let me coach them and they teach these young kids how to win, then their legacy will live on for a lot longer than just those 3 years. And you saw that. You saw how much they love each other. You saw how much they love Toledo. And our future is because of them buying in and letting us do our jobs. So I don't know if you can put that into words, really. I told them they're stuck with me for life. This isn't a senior year, senior season, all right, sayonara kind of thing. I continue relationships with players, throughout their lives, and I'm really excited to see what these young women do in this world. They're incredible.
I guess along with that, you mentioned all the freshmen playing big roles, good recruiting class, transfer portal. I know this isn't the time to focus on that, but talking about that legacy, how excited are you for the future of the program now that you've seen it for a year? I'm really grateful for what Toledo provides us to create that elite student athlete experience. And our leadership is behind us 110%. The city is behind us. We've got something really special here. I think we play a fun brand of basketball. We've got players that love the game and love each other, and it's a really special place. I'm really fortunate.
You mentioned that you felt you guys had the advantage down low, and then Cook got 4 fouls. Ball State ended up leading in rebounding offense, rebounding points in the paint. How much do you think that foul and Cook only playing 16 minutes affected that, and how it affected the game?
Yeah, I mean, and Jess was 4 for 4, and we just couldn't get it in there enough. But then we had to guard on the other end. It was a chess match. I mean, it was a chess match all night long, and Brady does an incredible job. He's built that program to a championship level. But we've got to be ready to out-team the other team, and we've got to put ourselves in positions to have answers on both sides of the ball on Championship Saturday.
Obviously, right now you're disappointed, but what's your overriding emotion when you just think of this season?
Gratitude. Just really grateful.
Was the transition coming here easier knowing that you had these seniors who have just gone through so much with this program? Well,
I didn't know if they were going to stay. I hoped they would. And no, the transition's hard. You leave. I left the team that I loved. Our family moved to Toledo. They lost their coach. And I don't think you can really quantify what we did. We lost those 2 players of the year. Hannah Novorosky was out for 7 weeks. Emmy Renat was a huge reserve off the bench that stepped away from the game. There was a lot of adversity and a lot of newness, and I'm so proud of these kids. I'm so proud of these kids.
Jenny, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but you mentioned the youth that got this experience this week. Kind of to build off that, to be in the MAC championship year number 1, just how does that kind of help set the table?
Well, that's the standard at Toledo. We want to win championships. We want to be in championships. But I think this proves that we're not going to take a step backward because there's a change in leadership, and that we can continue to grow this program. And it's almost crazy to think of Toledo as a place with potential, given all the successes there have been. But I really do see it that way. I do see the future is very bright.